Hello PTCB candidates, this is Zita Schmidt with another tutorial from PTCB Math Review. This time we will be covering fraction addition. Before we move on, what is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole. For example, you have a pie and you divide it into 6 parts. Then you decide to eat a piece and give another piece to your best friend. You ate 2 out of the 6 and you have 4 pieces left. Your pie now looks like this. Let's look at 6/6. So 6/6 is equal to 1, which means that if you have 6 pieces out of the 6 pieces that you originally cut the pie, you actually still have 1 whole pie. So 6 divided by 6 equals 1. The number 1 represents the whole pie. You have 6 pieces of pie out of the 6 pieces you originally cut. Now let's look at 4/6. You read it 4/6. So 4/6 means you have 4 out of 6 pieces. You no longer have a whole pie. You notice that you're missing 2. That's what the white slices represent. You now have a fraction of a pie. A fraction consists of a numerator and a denominator. The numerator tells you the number of parts of the whole, and the denominator tells you how many pieces the whole was divided into. So in this case, 4 is the numerator, and 6 is the denominator. You can read it as 4 parts out of 6 total parts. To practice with fractions and what they look like, go to www.webmath.com. The link is below. While you're there, enter the following fractions so that you can get a glimpse of what each fraction represents by looking at a figure and whatever else you want to play with. First, we're going to look at addition with a common denominator. So in this example, you have 1/2 plus 2/2 is equal to 3/2. Notice that you just added the 2 numerators together, 1 plus 2, which is your 3, and then the denominator stayed the same. So when the denominator is the same number, which is called common, you can add the numerators. Notice that the denominators do not get added together. You keep the same denominator. Now let's take a look at addition with different denominators. When you have different denominators and you need to add them, follow these steps. Step 1. Find a common denominator by finding a number that will be divisible by both denominators. In this case, you're supposed to add 1/3 plus 3/5. Between the denominator 3 and 5, what number is divisible by 3 and 5? Most of the time, if the denominators are small numbers, you can just multiply the denominators with each other and get that number. So in this case, both 3 and 5 are small numbers, so you can multiply them. 3 times 5 is equal to 15, so 15 is the common denominator. This may sound redundant, but is 15 divisible by 3? Yes, it's divisible by 5. And is 15 divisible by 5? Yes, it is 3. Now that you have a common denominator, you place it on the other side of the equation. So 15 is your common denominator, and it is placed on the other side of the equation as the denominator. So in this step, now we need to find the 5 and the 9 that I have on there already. And the way that I came up with the 5 and the 9 is by doing the following. 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Then 5 times 1 is equal to 5. That's how I got the 5, which is color-coded in green. Then you have the plus sign because you're adding, and you move on to the next number, to the next fraction. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So there you have 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. 14 fifteenths. With practice, you will be doing this in your head. Well, there you have it, my friends. Addition and subtraction are the ones that might give you some trouble if you need to find the common denominator. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me at ptcb_tutor@yahoo.com. And please don't forget to rate my video and to subscribe to my channel. This will keep you updated anytime that I post anything or I upload a new video. Have a good one.